Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. I am back playing some more Farming Simulator 25. So we are back. We're getting cutting on the alfalfa here. Gonna do that. Gonna cut the grass. Gonna bale a little grass. Gonna ted a little grass. Do a little dance. Pretty much get down tonight. Alright. So I'll let Fuzzy get in here and decide which one he wants to do. I want to see if he wants to run the baler or if he wants to pick up bales. I'll leave that up to you, Fuzzy. And good morning. Alright, I gotta open my coffee over here. Here we go. Morning, Twitchy. Here comes Fuzzy. So we're gonna mow, get all the grass and alfalfa cut. You want to pick up? Okay. I will bale. We are going to mow. We are going to pick up the bales. Put what we can, I guess, in the fermenting silos over there. Let's see, I need to set this up. What's the width on that thing again? 12? I think it's 12.2. And then 1. That should be about right. So far it looks right. Start with the alfalfa here. So the thing is to get the bales picked up off of the field and then get the fertilizer on this right away. And then we'll mow the grass. We're gonna pick up some of that, but we're gonna ted some of that too. We're gonna do part of it hay, part of it grass. And then we'll get that cleared off. We need to fertilize this and then roll the grass. The alfalfa you still have to fertilize after you cut it. And the grass, you can take the grass roller and roll it. So we've got one of those rollers in the shed over there. Should be good to go. I've got the 7R on the bale trailer there. We finished up all of our chaffing yesterday. And if we get to it, we'll hopefully get into the soybeans today. We got a lot of beans. Yep, a lot of beans. Gonna go back and rewatch some of this video that they released. Well, I'd say well, yeah, I guess they did release it, but it's on some third-party stuff. I just got to find the video that I watched. The history. Where? There it is. So I'm watching this. It's probably available on multiple different YouTube channels, but I'm watching this. This one, the YouTuber is called Killer Croc 88, and it's basically there's no commentary to it. It's just the video. I've got my volume turned down anyway, so it doesn't matter if there's even audio on it. I'm just gonna go back and kind of watch it here in the background. So Killer Croc 88 has this video, and there's probably some others. I know there's some others with some commentary, but I kind of like just seeing the video as is, you know, as it's presented and without the commentary. So skip ads. One thing I need to invest in the premium YouTube so I don't have any more ads. Can't tell you how much I want to do that. I think I'm going to do it soon. Morning, Adam. Going good. So I think the biggest thing for all the John Deere guys out there is the announcement of the high horsepower 8R and 8RX. Gonna be the Giants versions. What are you doing, bro? Is he coming back this way? He's coming back this way. Oh no, I'm playing chicken with the MacDon. Hold on. He's gonna hit these bales. Fuzzy, come get these bales. Come get them real quick. Hang on. I'm gonna get in front of him and stop him. Hold on, bro. Come get these bales, Fuzzy. Hurry, hurry. I did not know he was going to turn back and come this way. You grab that one there. Nope, can't get it out of me, can you? Hang on, let me get out of the way now and let him go. Alright, you can go now. Oop, I gotta put the thing back down. I don't know. I think I'm more excited, you know, now that we've got Agro Tonho's 8R and 8RX high horsepowers. Sure, we'll probably use the Giants ones maybe as well, but I'm more excited about that planter. Got a John Deere planter, and it looks like, and I'm looking at the video, it looks like it uses a combination of solid fert and liquid fert, or it has the option to do liquid fert. I don't know if you can use them in you know, what's the word? In concert with each other. I don't know if you can use solid and liquid fert at the same time, but it's got options for liquid and solid fertilizer on it. So I'm guessing it's probably one at a time. You just decide which one you want to use. But you can make these US versions, and I'm happy about that. The regular 8R can make that a EU or a US version. Happy about that. Do the 540, which I believe gets you 630 horsepower, 635 horsepower, something like that. Morning, Crazy Legs. And then we can do coffee. Coffee. Cappuccino. Java. Yes. Good morning, old man. How's it going? Another announcement they had was the fungicide. You can use the fungicide now. And there's a special piece of equipment to administer the fungicide. I don't know if that's just for the coffee or if that's going to apply to all the crops. But you can fog the fungicide onto the coffee. That's pretty neat. Got that little vineyard John Deere now. I may have to get back into vineyard work. Hey, the dash on that looks like something else. I wonder if it's actually another tractor just with a John Deere paint job, which I don't know. Could be, might be, I don't know. Although I'm noticing it looks like you can use the steer assist using that fungicide applier going down the rows. But that would be perfect. I finally get into grapes for the first time. Have you always been able to use that with grapes and such? I don't know, it'd be weird you doing it on the harvester. You'd have to get the spacing just right. What do you do? Go in there maybe with a single plow and put it on steer assist and plow just some lines where you're going to put your vineyards at, and then just go in and you still draw the lines for the vineyards, I believe. Have to make Twitchy some carbonated coffee? Yeah. I feel like the command module about to dock with the limb in space. Approaching it. Alright, I'm gonna stop right there. We need a really good space simulator. There was a Microsoft Space Simulator back in the day, back in the 90s. And of course, you know, it was very pre-Farming Simulator, even pre-1995. I think that came out on Windows 3.1 or whichever version came before Windows 95. We had a flight simulator back then too. But it was very pre-Windows 95. Going good? Twitchy said he'll take a 2-liter of the carbonated coffee. I do like that Canopy New Holland though. That's to have an official one like that, you know, it's pretty nice. So you have that, and then we have our own Canopy stuff in here. We've got, of course, the older John Deere stuff. Like that right there. That's the 40. Where's the 43? Where's the 43 at? Oh, is that it right there? It just doesn't have it in the picture. You can do the canopy on this one. So you can do the enclosed cab, or you can do the canopy like that. May have to have some canopies of tractors starting out from now on. And good morning, Soaz 77. Kind of reminds me of the muscle in your abdomen. It's called the psoas muscle. Yep, psoas. Yep. What price are we going to charge for the coffee? It will be a premium product. Depends on if you want the select coffee or if you want the standard. So it'd be like the first class coffee versus the coach coffee. I don't know. It's all the same. I don't know. Some of them do have like a premium roast. Coffee. We're going to make some coffee. I just wonder, will we be able to use the coffee across the board? Like, if you wanted to go to Riverbend Springs and put down a coffee vineyard, could you do that? I'm assuming you can. You can do that with all the other crops that the onions and such. I think it applies across the board, so if we wanted to go to another map and grow coffee, we could. Don't have to stay in South America. I'll say it's kind of weird, and I know it's probably a more common global truck, but getting a Ford Ranger over say like a F-150 or something like that, it's probably just more of a common thing that you get around the world, like in South America. I think at some point we'll start seeing more of the brands come out. You'll start seeing GM, and you're seeing Mercedes now, you're seeing Ford now. We'll start seeing GM at some point. Start seeing some Ram trucks maybe. Your mate's right for Twitchy, yeah, good. He says Arabica, or Robusta. Organic gets the best prices. I don't know if we spray, if we fog it with fungicide, is it still considered organic? Because we're going to want to do that. Have you seen the process for shearing the alpacas? It's like a game in the game. So you get these electric clippers and you actually have to go in. It's kind of like fishing where you have to go in and actually do the work to obtain the fish. But you have to go in and like actually shear the alpaca. I'm surprised they hadn't done that for sheep. Maybe it's still like a thing in development. So get ready for Farming Simulator 28. You will probably have to manually shear your sheep. Maybe they'll have an option where you can hire the worker. I don't know. Is he gonna cut around the pond, or where'd he go? Oh, he went back that way. That line was... it showed up going around the pond. Tell you what, I'll let him decide which way he's gonna do that. Maybe he's saving it for last. Nope, where's he going now? Oh, he's gonna turn around. Yeah, you gotta do a lot of shearing there. Wonder, and it looks like you have to do it with the mouse there. I wonder how that's going to work on controller. You have to put a lead on them and take them into a shed and shear them. And then it looks like you get automatically paid after you shear them. And there's the John Deere sugarcane harvester. That actually does have a little bit of a capacity on it. Not a whole lot. Boy, I don't think you're supposed to park it on a trailer like that, though. That would bend the tongues out in front there. Have you heard of Kopi Luwak coffee? I don't know, I'm probably saying that wrong. Also known as civet coffee. If not, go search how they get the beans. Well, it's funny because who's the one doing that new map? Is it Connect Modding that's doing it? They're doing that one, and they're gonna have coffee, but it doesn't look like they do the bean practice, like the vineyard practice. From what I saw in some of the screenshots, looks like it's coffee that grows like on the ground. So you harvest it. It looks kind of like almost like rows of soybeans almost. I wonder if there will be two different methods of doing beans depending on which one you do. Now where did he go? You going around the pond? Can't see because of the fog. I'm gonna go down this road. It's from what? Are you serious? People drink that? No, 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 no. We will, I can tell you right now, the Grain Arcade will never, in any form or fashion, get their coffee beans from cat turds. No. Uh-uh. Now, if I don't even think about that, you know, fertilizer wise, you know, as the plant is, you know, been planted, or, you know, you want to put it in the ground before we plant it, you know, and get the ground kind of built up, you know, get the soil, you know, enriched with fertilizer, you know, stuff like that. Maybe, but no. Mm-mm. If they're getting their beans straight from that, no. Mm-mm. I don't care what the cat's called. If it's called a civet, you can call it a civet. It's still a cat, and it's still called shapoopy or shaduki. That's the word I learned at work this week. Shaduki. It's also called poop coffee. Nope, that's not any better. Have I seen the movie The Bucket List? I think once back in the day, maybe? I don't remember that being part of it. Did they drink cat poop coffee? I mean, don't get me wrong, there is some coffee out there that tastes like Chaduki, but even that reminds me of that Austin Powers scene. What was that? The second Austin Powers, I think it was. He's like, "Oh, this coffee tastes like it is Austin." Oh, good, then it's not just me. It's a bit nutty. Oh, is that the coffee they were drinking? It's really expensive. I was once given a bag of these beans once. I couldn't bring myself to drink it. Me neither. No way. Y'all can have that. Kind of like caviar. I probably will never eat caviar. That's fish eggs. I'll never eat escargot, which is snails. And I can guarantee you, I will never drink cat poop coffee. Just no. Who comes up with these ideas anyway? Are these from the same people that give you, you know, cockroach sauce and all of that stuff? That sounds like a third world country thing to me. Somebody come up with an idea. Hey, you know, Oscar the cat just went out and pooped. You know what? Let's roast that and drink it. No. Let's percolate it. No. Well, I can barely drink my Dr. Pepper now thinking about that. Ugh, just checking the size on these just to make sure. They kind of look small from a distance. That's kind of got a glow on it, doesn't it? Does that look like that's glowing on the edges of the yard, or is that just my eyeballs? I see that? Yeah, it looks like it's kind of glowing on the edges when you move. Y'all see that? Looks like it's kind of glowing. See that? Yeah. I know it's not just my eyes. Oh, this is not my tractor. I hope we didn't plant this alfalfa on like a radioactive landfill or something. Radioactive, radioactive. Are we? Are we glowing too? Oh man, maybe we did put this on a radioactive thing. Oh yeah, we are. Look at that. I'm glowing too. Dude, it's like the secret world of Alex Mack. You guys ever see that show? She got doused in GC-161 chemical. And then she glowed. She could also liquefy, and then she could move stuff with telekinesis. She could move stuff with her mind. So the science behind it is the coffee bean is toxic unless it gets processed by the animal. That's the only way to remove the toxins from the coffee bean. You know what? I just won't drink that coffee bean. What makes it not kill the animal? If it's toxic in the first place, does the cat die? Is the cat giving its life so you can have a cup of coffee? That's... if so, that's messed up. But I am not drinking kitty litter coffee. Is that a brand? That could be a brand of coffee. Now try kitty litter coffee. What's a common cat name? Whiskers? Try kitty litter coffee. Whiskers just took a poop. Now you can enjoy a nice, warm brewed cup of kitty litter coffee. Guaranteed, no artificial preservatives or dyes. May contain cat poop. I don't. How did that even come about? Somebody came up with the ingenious idea. Well, let's get our coffee from cat poop, because if the cats eat it and they didn't die, then it's got to be safe for us. So it's got to be safe for us to drink it. Tell me Blackout does not do that. I don't drink coffee. That sounds like something from some other country, though. They don't do that here in America, do they? I don't think so. Oh no, don't ruin payday candy bars for me too. I don't want. Every time I look at a payday candy bar now, that's what I'm gonna think. Does it look like the chocolate payday or the plain payday? Either way, that's. Mm-mm. I dare even Google this. Images. Yeah, it kind of looks like a chocolate payday, doesn't it? Or a chocolate Rice Krispie treat. That's nope. Mm-mm. I gotta put a picture of that in Discord. Just say no. To Kopi. I don't know, I'm probably saying it wrong. Kopi Luwak coffee. And picture. Nope. Go back. Cancel. I gotta turn. Stop tractor. Just say no to Kopi Luwak coffee. Yep, it literally looks like a chocolate payday. That's gotta be AI. They don't poop it out like that, do they? Plain peanut butter. I'll say, you know, the active processing of that coming out of the I don't know what kind of animal that is, but almost looks like a raccoon or a cat. But that's that nope. It almost looks like a wombat or something when you look at the rest of them. Oh, I see different pictures down there now. It does look like a peanut butter, almost plain payday, but some of them look like chocolate paydays. Now that one looks like a plain one. That is, if there was literally a cross, looking at this one picture, if there was literally a cross between a cat and a raccoon, that would be this Kopi Luwak character. Surely that's something special that you have to order online. Can't just go into Walmart and say, hey, I want some cat poop coffee. You can get it at Walmart. I wonder if people realize that that's what they're drinking. I had never heard of that before today. I'm guessing he's still saving this loop around the pond. There's a bale right in that tall alfalfa there, Fuzzy. You can grab that before he decides to go around the loop. We'll get the rest of these rows once he figures out what he's gonna do over there, I guess. See what I'll eject what I got here too. Uh-oh. Are we still alive? Yep, we're still alive. We lost Fuzzy, though. How is this thing on? Are we still alive? Oh, your PC just rebooted? Okay. Oh, he is going around the pond now. Okay. So let me go. Okay, well, I'm still going to wait for him to finish that, and then he'll probably go down that pass there. Guess I can go ahead and build these outside areas. I can finish that loop up. Oh no, I gotta move Fuzzy's tractor. Tab to it. Where's this tractor at? Fuzzy, are you in your tractor? For some reason it won't let me tab to it. Oh, I can't even get into it. Did the game break? Thank goodness I ate my Wheaties this morning. Come on, tractor, roll, 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 roll. Wonder why I can't get in that. Can't even tab to it. That's weird. Tractor might need resetting. Oh, did you drive off in the water? Because it looks wet. I don't know. Trying to see if I can see some tracks over there. Don't see any tracks. I'll go ahead and reset it though. Okay. All you gotta do is hook up to the weights and the trailer there when you get back in. Not the line I wanted to lock onto. That one. I wonder where the reset point is. Is it in the to the shop, I guess? Probably to the shop. I need to move that over. So let me tab to that. Get started on that. Oh, you saw it on my screen go to the pond? I wasn't even paying attention. I saw the message pop up, Fuzzy has disconnected. I'm like, huh? Does my internet go down or what happened? Because the more likely thing is that my internet went down, because it does go down. Or the power went out. Power does go out. How much silage do we have in there? Not enough to move yet. I can't activate the alfalfa though. On both of those. Some grass and we'll be able to activate the grass. The haylage. Oh, did it take some time to start up? Yeah, it probably had to blow all of that pond water out of it. Probably had a little bit of pond water in there. It's like that should be a country song. Running on diesel and pond water. Running on diesel and cat poop coffee. Oh my goodness gracious. I was today years old when I found out people were drinking coffee beans from cat poop. Not a natural thing. Well, it is technically, but it's not a normal thing to drink coffee made from coffee beans from cat poop. And apparently it's expensive. Maybe I'm in the wrong business. Maybe I need to just get me a whole bunch of cats, harvest their cat poop, feed them the coffee beans. First off, where do you get the coffee beans? Second off, what's the process for this? Does it have to go through a Hopi, whatever you call that thing? The thing that looks like a cat. Does it have to go through one of them, or can it go through like a tabby cat, or like a calico cat or something like that? Can it be any kind of cat? My thing is like they probably have to run it through a process to remove all the hairballs, right? Because I imagine there's probably some hairballs. You sitting there enjoying a cup of Joe, and you'd be like, hairball. Them cats are unionized. So they charge extra fees. That's what makes it so expensive. I'm gonna go ahead and bale the grass. It's down out here around the edge of the grass field, and then I'll take the tedder and ted some of it up. Like I'm gonna have another alfalfa bale there. Yep, one more alfalfa bale there. Yep, start a company and, you know, go into business. Call it, Kitty Shaduki Poopy Coffee. Charge a premium on it. Oh, man. I can barely open my orange soda now. But I'm gonna... Oh no, he's doing that thing. I can nudge this one out of the way. Come along, little bale, come along. I'll just grab it. Get out of there. Here, now you can go back in there. I think I'm gonna let Fuzzy catch up with me after I'm gonna go back down this row there. And I'm gonna let Fuzzy catch back up with me, and then we'll tackle that outer row so that he'll have enough room to turn around without hitting any bales. We'll just have Fuzzy go right behind me to pick the bales straight up. That was a save. Morning, Storms. Doing good. Found out that cat poop coffee was a thing. But other than that, you know, it's a pretty decent morning. Cat poop coffee. Kitty poop. Kitty cat. Cat poop coffee. So apparently it's a coffee bean that comes out of the shaduki of a kitty cat. Right, I'm going to do this row, and then Fuzzy, I'm going to let you go empty to make sure you're empty before we go and bail around the edge here. You just made you a cup of coffee? Is it kitty cat poop coffee, or is it... Apparently it's a very expensive premium coffee for some reason. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. They said it takes the toxins out of it when the cats eat it and they poop it out. It kind of looks like a payday bar in the pictures. If you have access to the Puma Plow Discord, I put a picture of it in there. Yeah, I have gone my whole life without knowing that kitty cat poop coffee was a thing. Alright, I'm gonna let you go and empty Fuzzy those couple, and then we'll attack this outside row of grass and pick that up real quick. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go grab another tractor and get the fertilizing going. Ooh, why not the 8RX? I swear I parked this thing straight. I gotta say, I really like this new fertilizing rig setup. I think this will be our go-to in the future. Not only does it hold more capacity, but the front part of it there has little kickstands that pop out on all four corners. So the thing doesn't just sit on the ground. Look at that, it's really cool. And those fold in. Put some in there. And put some fertilizer on that field, because alfalfa has to be fertilized. Okay. And I will go back over to the baler. Are you ready to roll? I was born ready. Tell you what, let's let him turn around. I'll get in his way. Must be worth it for that price. No. 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 It's gonna be a no from me, okay? I will stick to my coffee beans that came from a plant and not out of a cat's bum. So if you didn't see it yesterday, the arms and legs, you can get these on PC. They are from Antler 22 Modding. They are available on his itch.io page. See if I can find it here. I think the itch.io is down right now, the main website. Probably down for maintenance. A lot of times websites will go down on Sunday mornings. For routine maintenance. But you can get these arms and legs, that mod, from Antler 22. Wonder if I can open that one. Oh, there we go. Maybe it's just the main page then. I will post a link to those in chat right now. Albeit, when you turn the wheel, it is a little weird. Especially if both your hands are on the wheel. So, if you're just riding along, it's normal. But if you go to turn the wheel, it's different. See, is that the right? Yep. There you go. It's called Show My Driver. So, download it if you're on PC. Mess around with it. You don't see all of your body. You just see your legs cut in half right at the pelvis. And then your arms cut off about mid-humerus up there, just above the elbow. So, yeah. But again, if you're just driving along, you know, in the field working on doing field work and you want to see your legs and arms, there you go. Alright, I'm actually going to shut this off. I'm going to go grab the tedder. Need to make some hay out of some of this. Or no, wait. Oh, that's right. I do want to set it to the thing because I'm going over the rows and not just hitting something that's been widespread. So I want to make sure I see my lines on the rows. Yep. Probably we'll have to merge that back together to bale it. You don't need to make very much hay. I think we've actually still got hay bales, and I think there might be some hay in the silo still. But I think we've actually got hay bales in the shed over there. I'll probably just do a few strips right here because I don't think we have any grass other than what's in... No, we don't have any other than what Fuzzy's put in there, even in the fermenting silos. We'll do the rest of this probably in grass. Just do a few passes here in hay. I can just run the baler back and forth on this a little bit. And the rest is grass. back and come back up, and then the rest will be in grass. And you know, it's higher yield on the field, of course, but we do have grass still around the map that we can mow. If we need hay or grass. That's what we did starting out. Oh, we lost Fuzzy. Oh, he may be merging it up. Yeah, that's what he's doing. If you haven't followed here on Twitch, make sure you do so. We're on the road, apparently, to 5,000 followers. Thank you, sir. That does make life easier. And we've got some hay for our cows. So they can so the robot can make and mix and deliver the TMR to them. I gotta say, the drones, I saw some video of the drones that spray the fields. They had them flying at night in the video that I saw. That's a really cool process to watch those things go at night, because not only do you have the lights on the drone, but you have the light like where the spray is coming out, and it shines down on where it's spraying and applicating whatever it's spraying. That's pretty cool looking. You look out there in the field and you see, you know, multiple drones out there spraying the field. It's kind of like a, it's like a black light rave or something. Really cool looking. I wonder if I can find that video and post it. Mm-hmm. Oh, I gotta turn. Trying to find that video. Do real farmers struggle with this when they're going down the field? Are they looking at their phones and stuff and tablets and realize I gotta turn? In the field. And now we'll switch back over to grass. Broke my wrist turning the wheel. Yeah, those should auto separate when we put them in the bale barn, so just toss them in the bale barn. Whatever grass bales you get, just throw those in there too, and we can always take those out separately. Oh, they are spraying in the daytime. Well, I've got the reel. I'll just post the reel. Kind of neat to see how technology has advanced so much. I wonder when they're going to put that kind of stuff in the game. You know, they put the weed thing in that we've never used. We'll have to use that at some point in the future, just to show it off. Maybe not. Maybe we'll not plow one of our fields coming up. We'll get that, show it off. Yeah, DJ Snow, I thought that was pretty neat. Have multiple drones out there, right? The lights shining down from them. It's kind of like it kind of looks like the old movie. I don't know if you kids have seen the old movie. What was it? War of the Worlds. Not the Tom Cruise one, but the old one from back in the day. They had the flying things, and they shot the lights down out of it. Which you watch the Tom Cruise one. The Tom Cruise one actually was kind of scary to me. That one is like these big walking pods, and they make the horrible like loud tuba sound, and yeah, if you haven't seen that movie, go watch that one. That's something. But yeah, it kind of reminded me of that a little bit, and it's kind of think about it. Think about crop dusters. That's probably going to replace crop dusters. You think about it. You don't have the fuel. Yeah, you've got batteries, and the equipment and stuff to charge up. But you think about the price of a plane, the price of, paying an ag pilot, the price of, the jet fuel that has to go in that, the whole process of trying to apply what needs to be applied to the field, and just the whole operation itself. I've seen a air tractor crop duster operation. There is a lot to it. I think that the drone operation would be probably more efficient to do it that way. And yeah, safer for the environment, blah, 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 blah. I'll be able to, when I get older, I'm already kind of old, but when I get older, I'll be able to tell, the younger generation, well, back in my day, we used to send men up in planes, and they would fly back and forth real low on the fields and spray the fields with, pesticides and fertilizer and whatnot, and not to mention the insurance rate. Do you know what the average lifespan is for a crop duster pilot? This is an actual fact. The average lifespan for a crop duster pilot is 7 years. Now, there are many that live past that. There are many that, but the average crop duster pilot, the average lifespan is 7 years. Somewhere in that neighborhood. So you think about like the insurance rates and stuff, all of that would probably, of course I'm sure you'd probably have your drones insured, but that'd probably be less expensive. Plus all the licensing and stuff like that, so. Yeah, it's kind of neat. Pretty soon, instead of hearing the loud crop dusters fly over, you'll hear the little drones that sound like giant mosquitoes. Yeah, I was gonna say there are helicopter crop dusters as well. I haven't seen too many of those. More often here we see the big um, ag air tractors. You know, the yellow um, turboprop fixed wing planes that fly over and spray all the fields around me. Anyway, I know they use the helicopters. They use different kinds. Some of them are the Bell Jet Ranger 3s, and then some of them are like the smaller, kind of like a, oh, what was that one? The Hughes, is it a Hughes 40 or something like that? Kind of like the ones that they flew on MASH, like a newer kind of version of those. Instead of having the frame on the back, it's got the bubble cockpit, but instead of having that you know, tower type tail frame, it's got like the pole that goes out to the tail rotor. Yeah. Well, now that we have drones, I would imagine that those guys will probably be out of a job soon too, unfortunately. Once it catches on, I think that more farmers will probably utilize that. It's probably in the long run, it's probably a less expensive means of applicating your field with that stuff. I'll check the fermenting silos. Got alfalfa and chaff going there. And we do have some grass in there, so I'll get that started. And then the only thing we're going to have to put in the dryer this time around, of course, we're going to need the room because we're going to have a ton of beans, will be soybeans. So we've got plenty of propane in there. So we're ready for the soybean harvest come tomorrow. Next day of in-game tomorrow. Be the first day of October. I noticed that the pumpkins were already out in town. Did you see the pumpkins, Fuzzy? They put them out in September. Our pumpkins are already out because we just left them there, but you go to this house right here, and there's a pumpkin already there. In the wintertime, they'll put, there's another one. Right there. In the wintertime, they'll put snowmen on top of those pumpkins. The jack-o'-lanterns there. Yeah. Well, September, you know, that's kind of like October Eve. It's kind of like Halloween Eve. I got people calling August October now. To me, it's like, nah, September. September should be, can't really say Halloween Eve, but you could say October Eve. September contains, you know, the cooler temperatures normally. Changing in some areas of the world, changing of the colors of the leaves. The official start of fall. You get to see all the fall foliage and stuff. And yeah, I think you could, well, you know, when the coffee shops start serving the pumpkin lattes, then you know it's getting into fall season. And I don't know if they are yet or not, but Wonder if they serve a cat poop pumpkin latte. I'm gonna turn everybody off to the pumpkin lattes. It is a cat poop pumpkin latte. It's more expensive, but hey, it's safe to drink because it came from the feces of a cat. Okay? It's percolated, okay? You're gonna be safe, alright? Pumpkin pie, W or F? What's W or F? You're not a fan? Oh, winner or fail? I like pumpkin pie. I do. I don't know that I've ever met a pie. It's kind of like pizza. I've never met a pie that I really don't like. Why ruin coffee? If you're referring to the cat poop coffee, yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of it. This is the first day I've ever heard of that. I didn't even know it was a thing. But apparently it's expensive. Coffee connoisseurs enjoy that. So yeah, I'm not a coffee connoisseur. I'll stick to my Dr. Pepper and orange soda here. You're referring to the pumpkin coffee. Yeah, I don't drink that either. But pumpkin pie, I don't eat a ton of it. I'll eat it around Thanksgiving though. I wouldn't turn it down if somebody offered me some before then or after then. But normally I'll, probably grab a slice around Thanksgiving or something. There's all kinds of pie though. There's usually you see like pecan pie, pumpkin pie. Some people make a chocolate pie with like the whip on top of it. Not really like whip. It's like a, what would that be called? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up. What is that called? That's on top of the chocolate pie. It's like a whip. Maybe it's like a baked whip or something. Because you bake it and then it's kind of got some sear marks on top of it. It's white. I don't know if it's marshmallow or if it's, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up to see what that is. I know I'll eat it though. You can do apple pie. I think apple, if I'm gonna go with a fall pie or dessert, I would probably lean more towards an apple pie. Apple pie, apple cider, caramel covered apple. Have you ever had one of those? Take a popsicle stick and you put it in an apple and then you melt caramel all over the apple. Like a soft meringue, is that what it is? Okay. Still don't know what that is fully, but take your word for it. meringue. What's a meringue? Hey Siri, what is meringue? Meringue is a type of dessert or candy traditionally made from whipped egg whites and sugar, and occasionally an acidic ingredient such as lemon vinegar or cream of tartar. Okay. It doesn't sound appealing, but I'll take it on my chocolate pies. Basically, it's whipped eggs. Okay. The more you know. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Well, I thought that was going to fall out the back, Fuzzy. Here we go. Alright, so that's all of the grass. I need to get the roller going. I'll just put it on this 6R here. Swap out the baler for the roller. We will roll this grass field. Need to check, see what kind of job this guy did over here with the fertilizer. Okay. And there's our roller. You know the problem with the arms that the guy needs? He needs one of those little knobs, you know, that spins around. So you can grab onto the knob and you don't have to break your wrist trying to turn the wheel. He needs one of those knobs on the steering wheel so he can just steer it a lot easier with one hand. Alright. Alright, I'll hire that out. Oh, my arms disappeared. I'm back to being, I'm guessing my character probably doesn't have short sleeves on. If you have a character or your character has long sleeves on, yep, he's got long sleeves on, then your arms disappear and you'll just have hands. So it's kind of like an Addams Family kind of thing with, well, Thing. Thing is now driving your tractor. So, ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-ba, just in time for Halloween. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Okay. That's all I got. Oh, wait, there goes the robot. Perfect timing. Go feed our cows. Alright. So, we need to... Actually, I need to sleep, I think. Yep. Or you know what? No, I need to let that roll. Yeah, I'm going to let that guy finish rolling over there. This is the one I wanted to check. Oh, he didn't do too bad of a job. Little spot there and there, but looks alright to me. So we'll let him roll down there and we'll find something to do, I'm sure. How did we end up on grass? We didn't really get that much, did we? I mean, I know we did some of it in hay, but maybe we need to go on a mowabout. I do know that this thing needs some fuel. I'm actually going to swap this out. Let me fuel this up real quick and then I'll swap this out. Wouldn't that be cool if the hose would actually like stretch around and actually go into the fuel tank? Wait, where's the fuel tank at on this one? Right there? No, that's the def. Oh, it's right there. I see it now. And the high horsepower 8RX, didn't it have like tanks above the back tracks? Isn't that an option? I'll take this one to go. Yeah, see, if you have short sleeves on, you can see your arms. Well, half of them. But if you have long sleeves on, they disappear right around the elbow there. Alright. Go do some mowing. Need more grass. Why is that not? Oh, you know what? We ran into this problem before. This sits too high for the front mower. So I can't mow with this one. I gotta have either the 8R or the 6R. So let me disconnect that right there. And then I'll just that right there. You gotta remember that. This tractor, the high horsepower one, it sits too high for that front mower. Pretty sure the 8RX would too. Alright, so let me find one of the others. He's rolling. Here's our 6M. Betting Fuzzy's in the 7R. May have to trade out with you, Fuzzy. May just go ahead and buy a utility 7R. We've got those arms down there at the shop that have been sitting there forever. I was kind of hoping we'd have the update from Dents with his 7R, but haven't seen that roll out yet. Might not be his fault either. Might be one of those things that Giants is dragging their feet on or something. So Want to do wheel weights, US, and we want the front loader. And no plate. All right. So we have the 7R and the 7R utility. If you want to use, if you need to use the 7R for something fuzzy, you can have this 7R utility. Pretty sure that'll work. Here you go. Brand new tractor for you. Oh, I gotta drop this weight. I gotta drop this weight. Oh, the seat's still a little bit damp from where it went through the pond earlier. Yeah. Yeah. Sat down and I felt that and I was like, man. Thought it was the cat poop coffee I had. Ugh. I still can't believe that's a thing. What's even more unbelievable is that it's more expensive. Like, it's very expensive to drink coffee that's been digested by a cat. Matt, do you want to do this as hay or grass? Grass. I think we've got enough hay. Because if I'm right, I think we've still got some. I think there's still some in here. Yeah, we got 31,000 liters of hay in here. And then we've got. Where's the button? Let's see, straw, hay. We got 33 bales of hay in here, so quite a bit in there. So I think we're good to go on hay. Let's do grass. That way we can put the grass in the harvester silos for the silage processing. Gonna say that's gonna be a big revenue thing for us, especially in the future. We just got to make sure that the map does it. That was kind of the idea I was having on Ray County, but when I saw the price of silage over there on Ray County, gosh, it was like, why even bother? But yeah, now that we're not going to have that wood chip revenue, we're going to need the silage revenue in the winter. Gotta buy our soup with silage money. Yeah, wherever we go next, we'll probably utilize that in the winter time. All right, Betty. I hear you. What I need to do is come in and start removing trees again and kind of clear out some of these spaces maybe a little bit, and then we can mow around them a little easier. Have I looked at Elk River yet? No, I haven't looked at that one yet. That's, what was the one, is that the standard size Elk Mountain? I wish somebody would do the Elk Mountain. I wish he would. I wish he'd bring back that, Elk Mountain, Wyoming. Why is that not cutting there? Do I own this property? Or is this one of the ones we don't own yet? Oh, this is one of the ones we don't own yet. How much is that? It's the park property. 516,000, and we have 533. You know what? It's time. The time has come. Is that? Did he bring that over to the mod hub? The in-game mod hub, or is that a download from his? I'll have to take a look at that one. I don't know, it would be nice, you know, we played the 4X version of that one when it was Elk Mountain, Wyoming, back in 22. Kinda, maybe for the next map, looking for a 4X map. Morning, Tomcat. Anybody knows of a good 4X map? So far, the contenders for top 4X maps that we've done was Judith Plains, of course, Gage, Kentucky. I'm trying to think, what other ones have we done? Is that it on the 4X maps that we've done? No, I know there's probably more now. Oh yeah, Stevie's maps, of course. Ringwoods and Riverbend Springs by Stevie. We have those. Those would definitely be in the top. I would say I'd still have to, right now, as it stands right now, I would still probably have to put Judith Plains at number 1. Gage, Kentucky at number 2. And then I'd have to put Ringwoods or Riverbend by Stevie at 3 and 4. Have we done any other 4X maps besides that? Are those the only 4 that we've done? We checked out a couple of 16X maps. I'm officially banning 16X maps. Those just do not work for us. The Kansas map did not work. The Huron County map worked for a minute, but then it didn't work. So we're going to stick to 4X and standard size maps, I think. Going to hop across the road here. So looking for a really good 4X map. It's got to meet some guidelines for us to play it, but number one, the land, all the in-between stuff has to be purchasable. One thing I like about here in Starbuck, Minnesota is that the land, when you go to farmland, you can buy all the land in between it. So the land in town, all the in-between on the stuff, because we want to plow stuff together. We like to make big fields here. So I looked at there was a Canadian map. I can't remember the name. It's in the mod hub. I'd have to go to the mod hub to look it up. I kind of was looking at that one, and then I saw that you couldn't buy a lot of the in-between stuff, and that means you can't plow it up, you can't cut the trees on it, you can't do anything with it, really. So that kind of was like a no. Kind of was like a negative Ghost Rider. The pattern is full, and decided not to go that route. And there's other maps like that too. There's, a lot of the Giants maps, you can't buy a lot of the land in between, and I think they should reverse that decision. I understand that, a farmer's not going to own everything, but you have to technically own everything to be able to do some things. So if you want to cut trees, if you want to, merge lands together, oftentimes you have to be able to own that land before you can do anything on it, even just to place stuff on. Like if you're going to place like a tank or something like that on it, you have to own that land to do so. That up. Back this way. Probably need to move the neck going. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah, the Alma 4X map. We've talked about that one in here. Looking forward to that one. That's going to be a good one. Will this fit through that door? Sure enough. Well, kind of if the John Deere ladder wasn't sticking out. There we go. If it fits, it ships. Yeah, I saw where he's working on the update for the standard size Alma, Missouri. I'm assuming he was probably working on the 4X map, and then noticed a lot of these things, and then decided, hey, I should go ahead and do an update for the standard Alma map for everybody. I think Iowa Plains is going to get an update too. But I think the first map coming from Celebuki next will be the Murray, Iowa map. And then later down the road will be the 4X Alma map. So maybe sometime this fall. Which would be nice. Be nice to grow some coffee over in Alma. Not the cat poop coffee. But just your, plain Jane. You know what? That tree needs to go. It's kind of in the way. Goodbye. Just your regular standard cup of Java. Yep, I haven't seen him post any updates for a minute there. He posted a couple of updates on the Alma 4X map, and he showed the gas station off. But it would be nice to see, and I know he might be taking some recommendations into consideration. And I think other people have said this too. I hope he expands like Alma the town so that the border doesn't like splice right through Alma. It would be nice to have the fields on the other side of Alma. So when you go and look up Alma, Missouri on the Google Maps or something, you can see there are fields over there on that other side of the town. So I'm hoping that he will expand not only eastward but westward as well, and then of course north and south. But it would be nice to have the entire town of Alma included in that, or at least to some degree. Not have the border go right through the town. One thing I would change about the map, but other than that, it's a great map, fantastic map, one of my favorites. Roller is rolling. He's rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Rolling, rolling, rawhide. seen the mod for mowing the public right away in FS that actually pays you similar to contract work? No, I haven't seen that. What mod is that? Because I like to mow. Since I'm a gajillionaire and I like doing it so much, I cut that grass for free. No, not for free. We're getting something out of it. Yeah, what map is that though? To mow the public. I guess that would enable the. If it would be like a contract, technically you wouldn't own it, but it would enable it to where you could do it. Because, you know, if it's land that can't be purchased, you can't mow it. It needs to be a buy all lands mod. If you had that mod, and then you could use it on any map, then that would be a game changer to me, because then we could play some maps that, you know, if we had that mod, it would meet our standard, and that would open the door to, you know, a whole lot more maps. Searching for it now and let me know. Alright, yeah, let me know about that one. Sounds like a good one. Fuzzy's ready to mow more. Bale more. Rake more. Pick up more bales. Morning, Big Al. How's it going? Why am I going 10? Strip there. Roadside mowing version 1.0. We'll take a look at that. Can I mow on the other side of those trees? I can come through there and I think I can mow a pass around the edge of the lake there. I'll only do one pass. And there's some kind of project right there. Probably a shed or something. Maybe like a little cabin or something. Might be able to get a couple of passes back here. Right off the edge of the lake. Oh, you put it in the mod channel? Alright, thanks, Jeff. I will have to take a look at that. Right turn. Could technically mow around this little whatever this is. Do we have any more twine? No, but we can. Ooh, wait a minute. Got the old Ford tractor on sale. Let's see, we need probably just one. And do the John Deere since it's the deer baler. Alright, there is some at the shop. I don't think we have any twine yet. I think that'll be the first time we have to put some in there. What's funny about that deer baler though is when you go to fill the twine up, it doesn't fill it full. It only fills it up just past halfway. I think that's an update that needs to come out for that. I think the ARM team did that. But yeah, it only fills up about half full. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but you know, I don't know. Do we have critters we're feeding all this to? No, we're going to turn this into silage. We've got alfalfa, we've got chaff now, and we need a little more grass to work on the haylage part for the harvester silos. I'm not gonna mow all these little plateaus that are sitting out here. Fuzzy would not, probably not be happy with that, so I'll just go back down here and mow around this thing. When the grass is tall, she cried mow, mow, mow. Like a jungle now, she cried mow, mow, mow. When the neighbors drive about the lawn too tall. You know what she did? She cried mo, 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 mo. Yeah, Starbuck, Minnesota. It's available in the mod hub for everybody. For console and PC. It's by Freeze. Fantastic map. I'm enjoying it. I like that he put the houses in that have like the decorations that come out during the seasons and stuff. During the holidays. Just a pass or two. Yep, just a pass. Got some trees and we can probably do more. Yeah, this is actually the Vicon that we've used in the past. We just painted it green. But there's several that do this. Actually, the in-game ones, some of them do it now too. How do you say that? Samaz, that one will do it. I know the Kong that was in 22. We got this from, I think Hispano did this. I think he did the Vicons that we're using too. This one will row up the grass. But yeah, we're using these Vicon mowers from yesteryear. Done mowing yet? Or yeah, he's only got a little bit left to row. Tell you what, I'm done mowing. So yeah, it's got the belts on the back. You can change that to where it'll widespread the grass and just drop it. You don't have to row it, but for our sake and Fuzzy's sake, we're just rowing it up behind the mowers here. Rolling in the deep. Adam, you're on this map. Fantastic map. If you're into the logging scene, you can cut a lot of these straight trees. And there was a whole bunch back there. We chipped everything and we kind of did the John Hammond thing like on Jurassic Park. We had the power and ability to do stuff, and we did stuff. And yeah, we have too many wood chips now. I think we're still over 12 million. But anytime we need money, we can sell some wood chips. We're good to go. Stop in here real quick and see. Wood chips. We have 12.4 million liters of wood chips still. So, yeah, from this map on, officially, I'm banning the brooks. We want wood chips. We'll get it as a byproduct from the sawmill, or we can chip the straight trees with one of the other chippers. Probably, I would say more... Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. More like the one that we had that shot it in the back of the trailer. Because that one was way more realistic than the Beaverator. And there's a limit on the Beaverator, apparently. I wonder if there's a limit on that other one, though. There was a limit on wood chips on that one. That's why I got rid of that. But the big trees, you know, we won't chip those anymore. We'll probably just chip the... If we do that, we'll just do the straight trees. And if a big tree needs to go, we may just take the trunk out of it and then burn the rest of them. We do still have that mod where we can burn it. But you know what? I'm going to park this. Alright. Put on the alarm. Fuzzy with the baler. And then I think I'm going to put... Need to probably get the front weight for this. I'll put this on the thing. And then I'm probably going to put... I need to get a couple weights. And then we'll use the high horsepower 8RX and the 8R. And I'll get another bin chaser, another grain bin. Auger wagon. Whatever you want to call it. I don't think I own any of those weights yet. Those right there. Nope, I don't own any of them. So let me get 2 of those. Go ahead and stack them up. Oh, can you not change the quantity on weights? You can't change the quantity on weights. Like how many you want to buy. You have to buy them one at a time. Alright, we'll go down to the store and get that. Fuzzy, if you want to bring the 8R down to the store, the high horsepower 8R, I got some weights down there for it, and we'll pick up a new grain bin. Oh, that Christmas tree's been up since last December. Our pumpkins are still there too from last October. So, yeah. Alright, no, that ain't too much weight. buy another grain cart here. Oh, I had to take out some loan, didn't I? Fuzzy! Go set a load of wood chips. No, I'll do it. I'll take care of it. We have the t-shirt that says Fuzzy sell some more silage. But we need one that says Fuzzy sell the wood chips. We won't need it anymore. Sell a load real quick. Alright. So let's pay back that loan that it automatically took out. I know it'll pay it back at 3 a.m., but if we have the means, we can go ahead and pay it back. And we have the means. Kind of like Arby's, except we don't have the meats. We have the means. Alright, so Buddy's gonna go pick up our bales there. While he's doing that, I'm gonna take my break, and then we will get ready to kick into harvest here. I think we're gonna buy another combine too. And I'm trying to decide which combine to buy. Whether to buy another S7 like we got, or an X9. I did find an X9. So we could use that. It is a converted mod from 22. But it does have a little less capacity than the S7 model from Agro Tano. And it don't have an American flag on it. It just feels like a travesty to me. I don't know. But we'll decide that when we get back. You guys on YouTube, Thanks for watching this video. We'll come back in the next video and start our big soybean harvest. Start getting that process rolling. So, until then, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade. We'll see you later, YouTube. Bye.